Last Sunday, I was in no mood to cook elaborate meals from scratch because I spent my morning pacing a 10K and then socializing with other pacers over brunch in the afternoon. But I know skipping meal prep throws my entire week off track. So this week, I focused on a mix of pre-packaged and frozen foods from Trader Joe's and Costco to create balanced meals to stick to my nutrition goals. I was making two things in the oven, so I started by setting it to preheat to 400 Fahrenheit. For dinner, my plan was to use this shiitake mushroom chicken from Trader Joe's. It's convenient that this entire pack is 4 servings. Its macros are decent, about 180 calories per serving and 20 grams of protein. Only the sodium is slightly high for my liking, so I made plain boiled rice to go with it without any seasonings. I started by washing 1 cup of rice until water ran clear, then added 2 cups of water, brought it to a boil and then let it simmer for about 15 minutes until it was nice and fluffy. Once the rice was done, I fluffed it out with a fork and portioned it into meal prep containers. To save an extra dirty pot, I rinsed out the same pot in which I made rice and then used it to heat the mushroom and chicken in it. Using the same container not only saves time but also cuts down on dishes, which is something I always appreciate after a long day. I heated the mushroom and chicken over medium heat for about 10 to 12 minutes, stirring occasionally until everything was cooked through and tender. Then I added the mushroom and chicken along with the rice in my containers. If you're wondering why do I have 3 boxes and 1 different dish, it's because I was eating the 4th portion fresh. I was too hungry while meal prepping. And that's it, I got 3 days worth of dinner prepped with minimal effort. For lunch, I made salads with buffalo chicken strips for protein. These buffalo chicken strips from Costco are one of my freezer staples. They come out so crispy and delicious. I baked the strips at 400 for about 20 minutes until they were cooked through. For the salads base, I used Taylor Farms Mexican corn salad kits I got from Costco as well. Costco sells them in a pack of 2 and each packet has 2 servings. So my 4 days of salads came from these packets. In case you're wondering why am I making the effort of putting them in glass containers instead of just leaving them in packets, it's because veggies stay fresh for longer if stored in glass containers. Also, when it looks presentable, there's a significantly higher chance that you will actually eat the salad rather than just letting it wilt at the back of your fridge. These salads are great because they're fresh, crunchy and come with everything you need including a zesty dressing. There were also corn and some crumbs crunchy toppings to put in. I put them in smaller containers for the 2 days that I'm taking lunch to work. I'm working from home the remaining days, so for those days I left the toppings and dressings in the packets themselves. Once the chicken was cooked and cooled down, I added 1.5 chicken strip to each container. Rather than mixing them to the salads directly, I kept an air fryer liner over each salad and kept the chicken strips on top of that. This way, if I feel like it, I can reheat them in air fryer to get that crisp again at the time of eating. And with that, my lunch was prepped. Now for breakfast, I put in a little more effort but still kept it simple. I had some potatoes that were on the verge of going bad, so I really needed to use them. I peeled them and chopped them into tiny cubes because smaller they are, the quicker they are to cook. I placed the potato cubes directly into my oven-safe meal prep containers. This method not only saves time but also reduces the number of dishes I have to wash. I sprayed some oil over the potatoes, sprinkled some red chili powder, cumin powder, salt and pepper and gave them a stir and baked them at 400 Fahrenheit for about 20 to 25 minutes. I also stirred them halfway through so they get cooked evenly. Throughout the week in the mornings, I'll just reheat them in air fryer, cook some fresh eggs to pair with them for a quick satisfying hash brown skill at breakfast. And with that, all my meal prep was done. Simple, quick and still more or less balanced and nutritious. If you want to see more meal prep content, don't forget to hit like and subscribe.